Most people are mentally unprepared for voiceover. They think it's just reading scripts and cashing checks. But the truth? It's a grind. It can be a slog. You will get rejected, ghosted, and sometimes straight up fired. But if you can build real mental toughness, it's worth it. By the way, I'm Jesse Carroll. I'm a full-time voice actor and coach. I've made over $1 million in voiceover, done over 2,000 jobs, and I'm the founder of VoiceOver School, where we teach you how to go from zero to booking, transition to full-time, earn 6 figures, and even get nominated and win awards. And if you want more brutally honest, real talk about voiceover, hit subscribe. So here's the brutal truth about voiceover. You will get rejected, you will get ghosted, you will question if you're good enough, you will lose jobs that you thought you had in the bag. Most people quit before they even ever get good. If you're not ready for that, you're not ready for voiceover. Now let's break down what mental toughness actually means. It's not just grit or hustle. It's tolerance. How much crap you can take before you snap. It's fortitude. How hard do you fall when you get bad news? Do you get back up? It's resilience. How fast do you get back up? It's adaptability. Can you use setbacks to get better, or do you let them break you? Opportunities to work on your mental toughness happen all the time in voiceover. I'll give you some real examples. This shit actually happened to me. I once booked recently a lead in a AA video game. This huge opportunity. I was pumped. I knew what the game was. I was super stoked that they chose me. Then out of nowhere, they decided to keep looking for the voice for the lead character, aka I got fired. Here's the thing too, it was a tough one because when I found out I got it, I had they dropped a live directed session on me for the first session that we were gonna do. They dropped it on me with like maybe 15, 20 minutes to prepare for it. I asked them if they could push it. I really wanted to study the script and get to know it better. They're like, no, it'll be fine. You're working with a great director. And it was... Let's just say it was a rough session. It was hard to get through. Then I find out a couple days later, the studio decided, hey, thanks so much, but we're gonna keep looking. So, it's easy for me to say I only had a little bit of time to prepare, but that was my big opportunity. You gotta be ready for that. I take it off the chin and I learn for the next one. And that was tough to get past, but you know what? C'est la vie. You move on. You let it build mental toughness, resilience, and you get stronger every time. There was another time I booked a spot for Orange Theory. They paid me for the first spot $35,000 for one, it was like a 5-second tag. A year later, they wanted me to do another one. But this time, they wanted to pay me non-union rates. The first time that I got paid SAG rates. That's why it was so much. So they wanted me to do non-union rates this time. And I said, no, let's just do what we did the first time. And then they decided to not air the spot that I recorded, the second spot with them. And they just paid me for the session. They hired somebody else to do it that was non-union for 1/10 of the price. That sucked. I had another 35 grand in my hands and then gone. Here's 500. That was terrible. It stung a lot. I've lost many jobs in negotiation where we couldn't find a rate that worked for both of us. I've booked jobs and then told last second that the client wanted to go another direction. This is normal. This kind of stuff happens in voiceover all the time to everyone. And if you can't handle that, you won't last. Just being real with you. You got to develop that mental toughness. Now, here's what most people don't see. You'll do like 100 plus auditions. Took me 250 to book my first job. Some people it takes more than that. Some people it takes 400 to get the first job. You'll get a ton of almost jobs that never materialize. You'll have months where nothing seems to work. And you know what? That's just the price of admission. The market doesn't care about your feelings. You're not owed anything in voiceover. You earn it. So you're probably thinking, Jesse, give us some practical advice here. How do we actually build mental toughness for voiceover? I gotcha. Journaling is a huge one. Write down your wins, your losses, and what you learned. That's gonna make you feel way better about it. Anytime that I've had anything go back, we used to do in nightclub world a post-mortem, which is like anytime we throw a party, we do a post-mortem and find out what went well, what went wrong, and try to learn from it. I do the same thing for voiceover. Whenever I have something that goes really good, I'm like, okay, what did I do? What was the audition process like? What kind of a processing change did I use? Like, I write down everything. Same thing, or if things go bad, or if I lose a job, what happened? What can I improve on next time? How can I be ready? Sometimes there's nothing you could have done, but it really helps. The act of writing things down helps give you mental clarity, especially when you're mad, because you process through your feelings and you realize, fuck it, it's not that bad. And you push through it. Builds mental toughness. Another way to do it is to reframe rejection. Every no is just data. It's not personal. Also, get in touch with your why. Why are you doing this? Money, freedom, creativity, keep that front and center. Also, one thing I like to do, use your anger. Get pissed off, get back in the booth and grind. Don't wait for motivation. Build routines. Do the work, even when you don't feel like it. There's gonna be days when you wanna quit. That's normal. When you feel like quitting, do one more audition. When you get rejected, do one more. When you lose a job, do one more. The people who win are the ones who keep going when it sucks. But I can tell you this, if you stick with it, it's worth it. You get to work from home, you set your own hours, and you build a career on your terms. You got no boss. You get to be creative, meet amazing people, and yeah, make real money. But you have to be tough. You have to be relentless. You have to be willing to do what it takes, even when it sucks. And sometimes it sucks. It can be lonely. And like I said, you got to push through that rejection or the deafening silence when nothing's happening. It will turn around if you keep going. I promise you. And it is totally worth it. Just develop that mental toughness. And if you want to go deeper, check out VoiceOver School. We teach the business, the performance, and the mental game as well. Links below in the description. But whether you join or not, just keep grinding. Don't quit. Don't wait for perfect. Just start. And I want to know from you guys, drop a comment. What's the toughest thing you faced in VoiceOver? How'd you get through it? And as always, if you got any value from this, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's get after it this week. We got like what? A month and a half before everything shuts down for Christmas. Let's push. Also, one thing on that note that I'd like to say to all you newer people out there, things do quiet down a lot over the Christmas holidays. But people like me and most others that do this professionally and full time, we stop a lot of the time. But there's still auditions coming through. That is a perfect time for you new people to jump in the booth. If you've got time between parties with friends and families and dinners and all that, go do auditions. You might pick up some good, easy wins in there. The jobs are still happening. It's far fewer over the Christmas holidays, but far fewer voice actors going for them too. So if you're having a tough time in voiceover, just watch this a couple more times. Develop that mental toughness. Don't quit. Don't wait to be perfect. Just start. It's worth it. Catch you in the next one.